Want to win money on sports? With Underdog, you can win up to 1,000 times your cash just by picking higher or lower on your favorite players' stats. Millions of fans have won billions of dollars on Underdog. Will you be next? Download the Underdog app and sign up to get a free pick with your first cash entry up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama, Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP, 1-800-639-8783, or text NEXT STEP to 53342. New York, call the 24/7 HOPE line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Hashtag no music, no intro, Wednesday night, Saints Block Party podcast. I still have to keep the energy going. We got to keep the energy going on the podcast. Breaking down Week 9 Carolina Panthers game in Carolina. Bryce Young versus Derek Carr. It's basically Week 1 all over again. But is it all over again?
Bars.
I did a new feature for our live stream on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe. They have this feature now on live streams. You can put like a goal of like super chats. If you like a freak leak, they have a similar feature where girls like, oh, get to this amount, but this is like the PG version of that. So we got the little, 10 super chats, hopefully. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's a Wednesday night. Let me make sure that it is ongoing on the Twitters. All right. So we got football to talk about.
Do we? Shoot.
We got football to talk about. The Saints play the Carolina Panthers, division rival, Week 9. They travel to Carolina. Derek Carr's back. Jake Kaner will be backup quarterback. The injury report is still very long. Marshawn Lattimore did not practice. Teron didn't practice for illness. Hamstring for Lattimore. At this point, I kind of glazed over it because it's just like I don't know Ryan. I don't know Ryan.
Kendrick Miller out.
Oh yeah, the hamstring, bro. This man made three men juke in that Chargers game, and he said, "You know what? I'm that's enough." That's enough.
Frustrating. I wish he did. I wish he didn't look good. I wish he sucked.
Right.
Then he'd be like, "Oh, he hurt. Who cares?" Every time the friend
be like Bosky, bro. Why can't he be like Bosky? Where he's like, oh, okay.
Bosky get hurt. Who cares?
Listen, we've talked about this a little bit in terms of the things that would potentially lead to Dennis Allen being fired mid-season or during the season. I think, and I don't know this, I do not know this, but I think the only thing that potentially could wake Gale up to fire DA mid-season is if they go... Thought they said, happy birthday, Bosky. Happy birthday, trash nigga. If they go to Carolina and they lose, and I'm not saying just lose like a field goal loss. Like if they lose against Carolina with the starting quarterback back and they look like the same Saints we've seen these last couple of weeks, and they are blown out by the literal worst team in the league, that to me would be the only thing I could see potentially a move happen in midseason.
Even then, I don't see it, but that would have to be the only thing that can at least get the ball rolling, bro. Like that'd be the only thing I could see that can happen.
Only thing, bro.
The problem is, man, they can't lose to the Panthers, right? The Panthers,
bro.
Bad. They are bad, man. Like I be trying to well, maybe. Nah. Well, maybe Andy Dalton. Nah, Andy Dalton not playing. Well, maybe Jonathan Brooks coming. No, he's not playing. It's just that's bad, man.
That said, a couple of Chuba Hubbard's big runs, 20, 30 yards. And here, I ask you this because this is something I've been fighting myself about. as a fan, long term, and we don't know this, but long term, if I could tell you that if they lost to the Panthers and lost convincingly, that it would lead to change, at least for Dennis Allen losing his job as head coach, would that make you feel encompassed in rooting for the Saints to lose on Sunday, or is it still just so baked?
Look, that's against my code, but boy, I'm close. I'm this close. Like, after listening to me seeing the Mickey Loomis comments, I'm like, man, look, I'm rooting for y'all to lose. I hope y'all lose, but it's hard for me to do during the game. During the game, it's hard for me to. Now, if they start looking bad early,
open it up. Open it up. Put it in deep. Oh, God. Come on, Canales.
Imagine Canales.
We just don't see it. There's no way. Right. There's no way, bro.
I can't see it, bro. Like it's such a bad team. And look, I mean, even if Derek, like, I don't even expect Derek Carr to play like really well. I mean, the Chris Olave is like his only dependable weapon, and Chris Olave is going through what he's going through right now. Other than that, I mean, Bub Means is hurt. Cedric Wilson is hurt. I don't even know who you're going to be throwing through. So I don't expect like a good passing game, but you can at least run the ball. I do think the Saints could run the golf ball against the Panthers, even with just Kamara or whoever else. Taysom Hill to be there. I think just that'll be enough. Like, that's just how bad the Panthers is. Now, it's the NFL now. Freaking things happen. Oh. Derek Carr could throw 3 picks.
Wouldn't it be crazy this be like the J.C. Horn like revenge game, bruh?
He still mad. He taking out on Sean Payton. With Sean Payton, he just taking out on us.
That, but then also don't remember those touchdowns that they had against the Panthers in week 1. They was attacking J.C. Horn.
Was.
And
right.
that was Derek Carr pointed at him and said, "I got 3 on you." Wouldn't it just be wild, bruh? Hey, 3 feels like ages ago, right? Oh my God, nigga. Shout out to I saw you X Rico. X Rico said he came from TikTok. X Rico the GOAT. Appreciate you. I don't know what has been happening these last 2 days, but the social media clips I put on TikTok, I don't know if we've just got ingrained in the Saints TikTok algorithm, bruh, but we have been getting tons of new followers on TikTok. So if you are, bro, it's been crazy. I'm gonna do the smart thing and do the plug. Like the smart thing, be like, well, Adam, you should already know what your TikTok handle. Listen, we have so many handles in different places.
I don't even know the handles, but.
So if you are on TikTok, you can follow our handle. It's at Saints Block Party Pod, POD. That's at Saints Block Party Pod. Like you said, we don't know who Derek Carr is going to be throwing to. AK, Chris Olave, St. Brown. But here's what I will say, that Derek Carr does, or at least since his time as the Saint, he hasn't really utilized tight ends. So you can't even say like maybe it's Foster Moreau, maybe it's going to be the DeJuan Johnson. I don't know, but it's so hard for me to see them losing to the Panthers.
It's crazy how we just don't feed. Like, I watch so many NFL games like on Sunday where even like not really good tight ends just getting like 8 targets. Just like,
National Tight End Day. Did any tight end for the Saints catch a pass, nigga?
I think Juwan got 1 or 2.
He did. You're right, bro.
No touchdowns, though. No touchdowns.
No, none. Let me catch up on the chat. Jay Grizzy said we whooping y'all ass in Charlotte. Hope so.
Okay. Think I'm gonna cry?
Please, I don't know.
Put it on us.
And then he said, "I hope not. I'm Cam Ward bound." Listen, Dre Grizzy.
I respect that.
We both trying to leave with something, nigga. We both trying to leave with something, not just you. What are RG's got 3 X's. Only way DA is going is the entire roster stay at home and just chill on Sunday and put their phones on silent when D and Mickey call. Just a whole Mutiny. Shout out to Pammy Whammy. Big Vale says, "Is there still an hashtag agenda?" Of course there is. I don't like the agenda was just not this truncated thing, and I don't even think Ryan and I, from that standpoint, saw it as a thing where, if it didn't work out, like we pivot. Both him and Jake Hayner, 3 weeks were in an awful, awful, awful situation.
Awful.
And I want to use a quote by head coach of the Vikings, who's one of the best head coaches in the league, Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell says, young quarterbacks don't fail themselves. Organizations fail young quarterbacks. We'll say that again, because it's a bar. Organizations fail young quarterbacks. So hashtag the agenda is still in full effect. And it's not, y'all won't admit defeat. What defeat?
What are you talking about? What did we lose? I want you to go find the clip of whatever it is that we lost. Like, what did we bet? Did we bet something? Did we bet like Spencer Rattler would have like 20 touchdowns, or did we bet he would go 3-0? Or was there some kind of proclamation that we made? Like, go find it, send it to me, and then we could talk. You're not gonna find it because we never did that.
Are people upset that like we still have a pretty decently successful Saints podcast, even though he like I just want to know. Because I feel like
I just say, well, no, I'm going to apologize to that. I'm sorry for wanting the Saints to actually find a young, promising quarterback that they could eventually have in the future. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize for wanting that as a Saints fan. I'm just tripping. I'm tripping. Y'all right. Let's ride this Derek Carr train till the wheels fall off. You got it, boss. You got it.
Sorry for 2004. Ex Rico said, man, Rattler had the worse situation than Bryce Young did for his first 3 starts. What did Kevin O'Connell say? Young quarterbacks don't fail. Organizations fail young quarterbacks. Big Vale said, do you want to stick with Hayner or Rattler as backups or draft a quarterback in the first round? The only quarterback this is me, Adam, would feel okay drafting, especially the Saints are drafting as high as they might draft, is Cam Ward. If it's top 5 and Cam Ward is there, I don't think he's going to be there. Then sign me the hell up.
You don't feel comfortable with Ewers?
I do. I do. He reminds me a little bit of Drake. Like, not exactly, but some of his playing style reminds me a little bit of Drake May. People are like, "Oh, is that just because they're tall and they're white?" And like, they just have similar, like, aesthetically to how they play the quarterback position. It's similar. That's all. You're not seeing this, but something that's hilarious. Also, can we talk about how sad are you as an individual where you're in our live stream, giving us a view until Mark or Dante kick this person out, and you're like talking to us about the agenda? Like, it is whatever time it is. If it's 9 p.m., 10 p.m., or 11 p.m., and what you decided to do with your free time, you could be doing anything else in the world. Pleasing yourself, having someone else please you, watching the baseball game, playing a video game. No. This motherfucker said, I need to be in the SPP live stream. I need to be there and talk shit to them.
Thank you.
Sad, nigga.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the view.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Make sure you like it.
Anyhow, I would feel okay with yours. I feel like we might have to do like a Patreon only, bruh. If they keep losing, bro, we have to do like a Patreon only, like we just going through the draft prospects. Just a Patreon only episode, bro.
For real, bro.
But getting back to the game, what are the things that the Saints need to do in this game against the Panthers to win?
Get back to what worked early. Running the ball. I think, if I recall correctly, I think Carr completed like 19 passes the first game or something like that.
Yep.
It was a very low number. Don't ask him to throw. He's banged up. He got
John
nobody
said,
to
show
throw
up.
to. Just
Stop
run the ball.
and stop
Don't
killing
beat
yourself.
yourself. Oh my
Thank you.
God. The penalties, pre-snap, post-snap, how many positive plays got called back last week? Just stop beating yourself. Show up, run the ball, positive yardage, use Taysom Hill, and that's it, man. Like, that should get you home. And defensively, like, Jesus. Like, Bryce Young is bad, man. Like, as somebody who liked Bryce Young as a prospect, man, it's tough. He showed a little something this past Sunday, but
Little something.
a little something, bro. Like, but it's easy to make life hard for him. If he start dicing his defense up, boy,
That's what I'm saying, Ryan. I'm saying if this is the Bryce Young game, he go out there and throw 3 touchdowns. He throwing bombs. He looking to the sideline, hype against this D8, bro. I need him going to halftime, Ryan. Halftime. He over there looking at the sideline. Like, yeah, bro. I think we should try to add weapons and build around the young talent we do have right now and see if they like the current quarterbacks. If not, try to wait for a better quarterback talent. Don't want to reach at quarterback. It's such a physiological football psychological thing where you just have to basically what the Saints have to do. What a smart team would do, the Saints would weigh what they feel about Jay Kaner, about Rattler, and then weigh that to the current quarterbacks who are coming out in this draft class. That's Ward, that's Sanders, that's Ewers, and feel out like, and if their grade on those 3 quarterbacks is not that high, then the smart thing would be draft the best player available. And that's the thing about this team. This team needs help everywhere, Ryan. You can say offensive line, you can say wide receiver, whatever, and you'd be like, yeah, I can see it. Travis Hunter, whoever it is, and please. Say, maybe we draft a quarterback in the second round. Maybe we look and try to get a quarterback next season. But what you can't do is just feel like you have to take a quarterback right then. I will say this. Stylistically, being that we know that they wanted to trade up and draft Michael Penix in this past draft, that's a Jeff Ireland thing, that's a scouts thing. I would tend to think that they might be big fans of Cam Ward. That's something that I know. I'm just going stylistically of just playing styles. Maybe they will be fans of Cam Ward. But if he continues to play well, he might go top 3. He might go number 1 overall to Carolina. Who knows? Also, another crazy thing that someone said is that if the Saints lose to the Panthers on Sunday, they only move from 6 to 5 in terms of the draft. What hell is this? What hell is this, Ryan?
Yeah, we just had like a weird part of the season where there's 5 or 6 2-win teams right now.
That's crazy.
So it's gonna change. You're gonna see some teams start to pull away and start getting a couple wins, and they'll be kind of the middle of the pack teams. The Saints probably want to be in that mix of one of those middle of the pack teams that'll end up picking like 12 or 13 at the end of the year. But it's gonna be interesting. Like for me, the Saints have to just be honest. Like, okay, Carr comes back. I know they're not tanking or none of that stuff. They're not doing that. Like, just throw it out your mind.
They don't know how, even if they wanted to, bro.
Ain't gonna happen. But like, say they beat Carr. They beat Carolina. Okay. Beat Carolina. Even though we're gonna be in the dome, say they lose to the Falcons. Okay. Not particularly. Don't want it. I do not want them to lose. Period. I don't want it. But just say that happens. Then you get the Browns and you lose to the Browns. Then you're what? You're 3 and 8, right? Something like that.
Oh God!
At that point, if you're a little healthier, if Eric McCoy is back, the offensive line's back, then go back to Rattler or Hainer. I don't care. Then you go see what you got because the
an
season is done.
evaluation. Done,
The
bro.
season is done. You're not winning the South. You're not going to the playoffs. Don't waste this season without at least finding out what you got in the young guys so you know going into this draft, look, do we need to trade up? Do we need to trade up for Ewers? Or do we need to sit back and take Ewers wherever we drafted at? Or do we, can we, what happened if Cam Ward is available and we could trade up 3 spots? Who knows? But you have to know what you got. Or you have to know that, okay, maybe I could take Travis Hunter, or maybe I could take Campbell, or whatever. You just got to know. So I know they want to try it. They're going to try it and salvage the season with Carr. And, okay, go and try it. But if it starts looking like that just shit ain't working, man, like, let's see what we got. Let's see, because you couldn't really evaluate Rattler with that offensive line. He started picking up bad habits.
Bad, bruh. Bad.
Real bad habits. I didn't see what I wanted to see. Like, I wanted to see him get incrementally better each game, and he started off well in the first game. Second game was kind of a mess, and the third game I saw him get worse. And I was like, no, you don't want to see that.
He's had an inverse of how his offseason was, right?
Exactly.
It was like a inverse. He continued to get better through OTAs, through minicamp, through training camp, through preseason. It was just improvement. Played the first game against Tampa Bay, showed some good stuff, the things you wanted to see, and then from then it had been a consistent decline from then. Now, some of that's him, some of that's what's around him. Right. But I think go ahead.
I'm just saying, here's the thing. No matter what rookie you put in a situation like that, you could have put Caleb Williams in that situation.
Talk about
it would have been
like
nobody would succeed in that situation.
You could have put CJ Stroud from last season when at his peak, and CJ Stroud would have not been successful. I don't care who it was. Bro. The only person I could maybe think of modern day quarterbacks right now that may have been somewhat successful was Patrick Mahomes. That's it, bro.
That's it.
That's it. 1-on-1.
Like, 1-on-1, man. 1-on-1. So, and that's the thing, like, Saints fans going to have to start grappling with. If they ever do get a rookie, it's going to be a rough ride. It just is.
Keep talking about it, bro. And we don't know, but I think me and you are more logical, but like Saints Twitter and like Saints fans don't know what the rookie quarterback life is like.
No, they don't. And it is rough. You don't get a Jaden Daniels or a CJ Stroud all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's 90% of the time, 95% of the time, it's a rough ride, man. As a rookie, it's just a rough ride. It's up and down. It's volatile. Even the runs that end up great start off volatile. So, that's what I'll be fascinated to see, just like how the fan base, just acclimates to that.
Oh my God, it would be a fucking roller coaster. Justin Cash, $2 super chat. Saints need to go YOLO for Cam Ward. Love Cam Ward as a player. Jay Grizzy, who's a Carolina Panthers fan, love to see that. Wow. I just like listening to the Saints fans squirm. Trust me, brother, we are not squirming. We're good.
Hey, don't worry about your own damn team. Y'all been ass for years now. Like, what you worry about us for? Been ass.
Now, listen, as bad as we are, to trade that the Panthers did with the Bears and missing on the evaluation and Dave Tepper overriding Frank Wright for CJ Stroud to draft Bryce Young, and then you are so bad last year that you had the first overall picks 2 seasons in a row, and then this past season you didn't even have it. Chicago had it, and they drafted Caleb Williams, and you might be picking number 1 overall again 3 years in a row?
And the Bears still have y'all number 2. They're going to be picking 33. Bears got the 33rd pick, brother.
What you talking about? That's hell, nigga. That is Hades, hell. Like, oh my, nigga, that's just Freddy Krueger. Just like every night, you Panthers fan, you just wake up and just Freddy, just like, just right on your chest, bro. Just like, a lot of people don't like Urs, and I understand that. I think and here's the thing I think, like you said, that Derek Carr may run into is that the Quinn Urs that we saw prior to his oblique injury, it looks like a completely different player post injury. Because pre-injury, he looked. I've always been a fan of his, but I could understand why there are some who are a little hesitant to him. Some people didn't like Drake May coming out the draft last year.
Right.
But to that point about Derek Carr, he is not going to be week one healthy Derek Carr. And his throwing, like his mechanics and his accuracy and all that was kind of scattershot even before the oblique injury. So then going into this game against the Panthers after that post-oblique, man, if they want to win the game, they better run that ball, nigga.
Throwing the Mason Tipton and
Mark said, I'd rather put my nuts in a wood chipper than be a Panthers fan. Literally the Michael Scott. I gotta kill myself, bro. I got no chill. Said, when was the last time the Saints had a decent rookie quarterback? Bobby Hebert, Arch Manning.
Archie Manning, that's it. That's how far you got. 72, 76, something like that. That's how far you got to go back. Bobby Hebert, call him a rookie, but he was in the USFL. What the? Whoa. Whoa. To Jizzy.
Whoopsie. I'm gonna clip that and put it on TikTok. I was drinking and I was laughing. You know what? I'm done, bro. I'm done. Wesley Fernandez said, remember Breeze had that oblique injury all of 2014 and at times he was looking rough? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that was Drew Brees.
Yeah. Drew Brees. I remember that. It affected him.
Oh, man. I missed it. I miss him.
My God. Bro, like this, going through these past couple of years, all the different quarterbacks, boy, if that don't make you appreciate Drew Brees. I mean, it's not that we didn't appreciate him. We loved him already. But you just appreciate him that much more. The consistency, he never missed games, like until later in his career. Just the consistent, always there, playing through it. Oh, my God. Not one game, there was never a game with Breeze that I felt we were out of with Breeze and Sean Payton.
Ever, bro. Ever.
Even a bad season, even a 79 season and all that, I never felt like, man, we got no chance in this game. I never felt that, you know?
Nothing, bro. Lewis said maybe the Saints plan to draft Arch. Maybe they had decided that when they signed Carr. That is 100% not them niggas not that smart, Lewis. Let's
don't think like, boy, you know, back there where they don't think like that, bro. Stop. No, bro. That's not Lewis. I really think, like Loomis, I really don't think he ever wants to draft a quarterback. I just don't think they want to get in that young quarterback game. Like I'm sure, like, like Ireland and those guys, I'm sure they definitely down, but Loomis, I just don't think he wants to get in that game. Like I posted that chart earlier today from like the past three drafts.
That chart.
Two of 26 quarterbacks.
God, nigga, it is hard.
I think Loomis just looks at that like I'd rather ride with I'd rather pay like a mediocre guy $30 million and just figure it out. I think that's just how he operates.
Demon Time Slime says when Derek comes back and sucks because this oblique, will that add to the Loomis excuse list?
Yes.
Loomis got plenty, bro. He got plenty on deck. Best believe.
Just like last year, look, our starting quarterback played with a shoulder injury most of the year, and look, when he got healthy towards the end of the season, we won 4 to 5 games, and blah 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 blah. We know the script, like we know everything. When I forgot who it was, Cat. When Cat tweeted out some quotes from
ooh, beautiful, bro.
2004. I mean, it was like, oh my God, he sounds exactly the same.
Bro. Exactly the same, bro.
Unbelievable.
Also, depending on what happens next week, but the goal is for the Ryan. I'm reading a thing, but John says Ryan fan base going to be toxic. Oh, the fan base would be toxic with the rookie quarterback.
Bro.
The goal is next week when we do the Falcons preview pod that Captain Terrell will be joining us of ESPN to do the preview pod with us. Next week also is the Saints Block Party podcast third annual meetup game. People coming in from all over the U.S., all over the world, getting together in New Orleans from basically like from Wednesday to Monday. And it's going to be, man. Oh my God, I need it so bad, right? I need it so bad, nigga. So the only way for you to attend, I believe the last day to be RSVP is tomorrow, but the only way for you to be a part of next week's festivities is you need to be a Saints Block Party Podcast Patreon or be a Saints Block Party Podcast YouTube member, $5.99 a month. Patreon, you can just do it for $1 a month at starting off. So that's how you can get involved with those things. I'm going to read this comment from Tony, and then we're going to take a break really quickly regarding our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. Tony says, I used to think Drew manipulating DBs with his eyes and pump shoulder fakes and pumping fake rushers into jumping out of their shoes were normal quarterback stuff. Elite doesn't really do number 9 justice, to be honest. No, bro. No. We just got spoiled to it, bro. Like just spoiled to it, bro. Every guy has like that one that just got away. You just like, I remember those days. Yeah, that's what it feels like being a Saints fan, bro. Right now, bro. Yeah, all the time. Real. Anyway, let's take this break. And when we will come back, we'll kind of wrap up the game. There really are not a lot to talk about to preview this game, but we'll wrap it up and take questions from the chat and all that. But let's give a shout out to our sponsor, Underdogs Fantasy.
Underdog is the best place to cash in on all your takes this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones are cold? Make your entries in just a few taps and turn your sport opinions into real money. Wide receiver hurt? Every dog deserves a second chance. And with Underdog Rescues, you can get your money back and receive a promo if any early injury causes your entry to lose.
I love Underdog Fantasy. Underdog is the best place to play champions. So sign up and deposit now using promo code BLOCKPARTY to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Just a couple of weeks ago, #the agenda. Was he going to go higher or lower than 175 passing yards? He went higher. Underdog Fantasy, lock it in.
Download the app today and use code BLOCKPARTY to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. That's code BLOCKPARTY to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Higher or lower, you make the call on Underdog. Must be 18 years or older, 19 or older in Alabama, Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. That's 1-800-639-8783 or text Next Step to 53342. In New York, call 24/7-HOPE-LINE at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369.
We are back. We had 2 super chats while we were in the ad. Shout out to Justin. $2 super chat said, Loomis is on fentanyl.
Hey.
Bajan, $1.99 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Economist Saint Brown healthy and can't talk about himself on his pod. I for sure would not be doing a pod like that. That couldn't be me. It could not be me. Anything else? Just kind of regarding the Saints. We're about 34 minutes in. We got 42 concurrent viewers on right now. Random Wednesday night. We went a little bit later. Work for me has been insane. So I needed some time to decompress and what have you. So we pushed it back a little bit later for the recording of it. But anything about this team, about this game that just like, sticks out to you?
Look, defensively, Leggett has, been picking up steam as a rookie. Run after catch guys have been giving this defense that business. Rookie Lad McConkey was looking like him last week.
Looking
Lawson,
like Antonio fucking
my
Brown.
white
Bro.
AB, bro. Like,
Right?
and look, so Leggett, he's a guy who could catch a short pass and make something happen with it. He's big. He can do physical. He's been doing things in the red zone. So keep an eye on that. I don't know if Lattimore is going to go or not. He's doing that Lattimore thing. Hamstring might be game time decision. He might practice Friday. Who knows? We'll see. Kool-Aid, he's been fine so far. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to see him get this experience because, like,
For sure.
going into next year, like, they need to know if Kool-Aid is going to be a guy. Debo won't be under contract. And look, I mean, who knows what happens with him with his broken femur? Maybe they bring him back, but even then, like, they can't expect him to play early. We don't know what's going to happen with Lattimore. I mean, trade deadline is what, November 5th or something like that?
4th, 5th. Yeah, something like
Fourth,
that.
something might happen between them. Something might happen in the all season. Who knows? I still say the Ravens, like, bro, like Ravens. I'm the Ravens. I'm calling, trying to get Lattimore,
Call him, bro.
trying to make a move, try to make a push. Y'all a good team, but still kind of, got a little holes on defense and stuff like that. He made a move for Deontay Jackson, got him over there on offense. Boy, you gonna get Lattimore, boy. Not that I'm pushing for it, but shit, I'm at the point now, man. Look, throw me a nice little pick, man. Let's do it.
They offer us. Here's the thing. I don't even know. I know that right before the season started, the Saints were offered a second round pick for Lattimore. Don't know the team, but they were offered that. Now, is a team offering you a second? Probably not. And it's one of those
things lowballing right now.
Right. So maybe if they could get like a third, which it would I would feel hurt a little bit just as a fan.
Yeah.
To trade Lattimore for a third, bro. A
third, like, especially like if it was a late third or something too. It's like,
man,
the Saints ain't gonna do nothing with that.
Draft Kendrick, bro.
He gonna trade it to move up second round or something like that.
Hey Adam, hey Ryan and Adam, do you think the front office feelings on Rattler changed a little bit, or are they still fucking with him? I'll say this confidently. I feel like I can say it. I know that the people that are fans of him, Jeff Ireland, Ziegler, Kai, those three people, their opinions matter. And their football opinions matter in the Saints organization. Those are three very big people who carry a lot of weight within the Saints hierarchy, right? Do I think that they've changed? I don't know. But I think if they had this opinion of him pre-draft, during the season, they were in wanting him to potentially start at some point when the injury happened, I think the smart thing would say that they would see the situation that he was in, him and Hayner. I don't want it to just make a Rattler thing, him and Hayner, and realize that is a very difficult situation for any quarterback to be in, not to mention a rookie or first or second year quarterback. So I don't think that their opinion on him has changed, but I don't think that they are also so set on sticking with him potentially for next season that they won't be open if they're the quarterback there in the draft that they like.
Of course. Yeah, of course not. And that'd be crazy if they were. I mean, you essentially, you're just gathering information. That's all it is. You're evaluating and gathering information. Impossible to make even if Spencer Rattler like balled out the past few weeks, you can't make any like grand opinion just on a couple games on a rookie quarterback. It's just
We saw with Josh Dobbs, and he wasn't a rookie, bro.
he wasn't even a rookie. I mean, we see it so many times. Mac Jones had a really good rookie season and then flamed out. Like, you just don't know, bro. Like, you really don't know. All you can do is gather information. You look at what Spencer Rattler did. You look at what he did well. He has a nice arm. He made some accurate passes. He looked good on the move at times. You look at what he did bad. Sloppy mechanics, inconsistent ball placement at times. Reading coverages, throwing, having to have to see it and throw it at the same time without using anticipation. Problems he had, coming in. Those are the things you need to work on. So all you're doing is gathering information, figuring out what he needs to work on, what he can improve on. Things he can improve on, or some things just intrinsic within his ability. Those are things you got to figure out. That's just the game of getting a quarterback, man. Like,
that's it, bro.
That's what everybody going through, I mean, Anthony Richardson bitched, you know what I'm saying? He's number 4 overall, and
he was looking dreadful, nigga.
Dreadful, bro.
TC $4.99 super chat, appreciate you. If we lose on Sunday and they decide to keep DA, do y'all think the backlash? What do y'all think the backlash would be? On they ass. I don't know. I don't know how you would quantify that. Right. On they ass.
I don't know how much louder it could get though. Like, I mean,
right.
They bumped the January 6th on the airline. Like, just like, I don't know.
I mean, part of our fan base have those type of people that would be perfect for us.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Not tight. We had people that were out there. Like, literally, Saints fans were out there.
Just saying. Justin Cash says, what are your guys' predictions for the trade deadline? I don't think the Saints do anything. Mark said, I still see Adam still has that Caesar wristband on. Yeah. Floor seat. Taylor Swift, floor seat. It'll come off at some point. It's going to come off, but it won't be because I take it off. It will be because nature does its job and takes it off.
I see the Hot Boys this Saturday. Hot Boys.
Where are they performing at?
The Smoothie King.
Okay. Dante said, tell the league our legs are open, baby. I need them picks.
Legs in the air.
Rampant 513 made a great point. No one develops quarterbacks anymore.
No.
I'll give you two coaches that do. Kevin O'Connell, Sean McVay.
Yep.
They develop quarterbacks.
It's hard, man.
It's hard. It is
like
hard.
the coach, an organization that could really figure it out, that really would think outside the box and figure out a way to develop young quarterbacks, even with all the restrictions they have. Like, they will.
Also, one more person I want to throw in there, and I don't think he's head coach material, but I would hire him to just have a very high up ranking in the offense for a team. Is Cliff Kingsbury?
Hey, man. And look, man, he doing well with Jaden Daniel, man. Like, I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised because his offenses, I question his offenses, but he's doing well with Jaden Daniels, man. And I saw Jaden Daniels uses these VR headsets in practice and after practice and stuff. I don't know, just, it's interesting.
Any little extra little thing that you feel like could help you get the advantage, especially for a young quarterback, bruh. And this is a whole other podcast conversation that we could have about, but who are the great quarterbacks in the NFL now?
Man, it's a good question. I mean, we know Mahomes,
Lamar, Burrow,
Josh Allen.
No. I'm just saying. I feel he's a great quarterback. Where he is in terms of the tiers is where we may disagree.
All right. But yeah, he's in there. Yeah. That's about it.
Nigga, we named 4 quarterbacks. There's 32 quarterbacks in the NFL, Ryan.
It's rough out here, bro. It's rough. And look, man, I mean, I know people don't want to put him in there. I wouldn't put him in there, but man, Jared Goff been playing well, bro. Like he been playing really well. Like as a pocket quarterback, as a guy who doesn't move, who everybody say, oh, you got to have all these second reaction abilities these days and this and that. As a pocket guy, man, that boy be cooking, man. Like accuracy. I mean, he sliced up that Minnesota defense, bro.
He did. Sorry, the chat going off. Yes, Mike LaFleur, also a great quarterback developer.
No question. Oh man, what he's been able, like, I mean, Malik
what
Willis
he did with Malik, nigga. Oh my God, coaching,
unbelievable. And it wasn't just like the games Malik started. Malik had to come in the game this past Sunday late, and he looked good then. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's amazing, bro. It's amazing fit, right coaching, all that stuff plays. That's why it's so key for the Saints to get the right head coach, because that head coach will be the one that picks the next quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And develops him.
The question goes, y'all think Ben Johnson might, in terms of being the question of a person that can develop quarterbacks? I mean, it's hard to say. All we've seen is his experience with Jared Goff, but I will say, as good as Jared Goff, as good as Sean McVay was, Jared Goff never looked like this when he was with the Rams.
Oh,
now,
yeah, exactly.
I don't know if that's more of a he's been in the league longer, he has more experience, or it's who knows, right? But all I could say is Jared Goff didn't look like this even when the Rams were at their peak. Jared Goff wasn't at this level. I'm also going to throw Kirk Cousins in that mix. I get it. I get it. What Kirk Cousins has been able to do this season, and he can't move it, and he can't move in the pocket, bro. He can't move. And this man is still out there dealing, bro.
Dealing. I don't want to hear nothing about you got to be able to know, man. If you can read defenses and get the ball out, bro, you can still succeed this league.
So I asked you that question. That is, we named 6 quarterbacks. We named 6 quarterbacks out of 32. That stat, that thing you put in our Discord, that was what, 2 quarterbacks out of like 26? I'm not a math person. Those are terrible percentages. It is hard.
Man.
That's like you said. Dante said, I'm not opposed to Cliff molding Rattler for the future with the new DC. I've heard some things about Cliff that I would be very hesitant for him to be a head coach. And then if that's the case, then why would he move laterally when he got Jaden Daniels, right? Like that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. There's this thing that Breer put out that if Chicago like kind of sputters a little bit and fires Matt Eberflus, that maybe Ben Johnson's first like top of his list is Chicago. It makes so much sense, bro. It makes so much
100%.
sense.
100%.
Too much. Too much. Anyway, and here we just like, oh, well, we'll wrap this up because we're getting close to an hour. We'll wrap this up. If they and I think, I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but I think the possibility of it happening is maybe like around like 40-50%. If they run it back next year, Ryan, nigga.
I could see it, man. Like I could see it. I could see them. How many games we got left in the season?
9, nigga.
9 games.
Yeah.
Say they finish 4-5 down the stretch.
Okay.
4-5. They win 4 more games, so that put them six games. I could just see them like, look, we got banged up, we were injured, da 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 da. Let's run it back. I don't know how you sell that, though. Like that's a tough sell, bro. That's with $90 million, cap debt. You ain't bringing in no high price free agents in that'll get anybody excited. Maybe you could draft somebody that'll get fans excited.
Travis Hunter,
something like that.
Will Campbell, like the LSU fanboys and fangirls. Yeah. Oh, they drafted an LSU person in the top 3. Like I can see it, bro. I can see
it. Yeah. If they could, man, if Clint Kubiak could find a little magic again, bro, like come back to me, Clint. Come back to me, bro. We was 6 weeks ago, boy, we was like, man, what are we gonna do? He's gonna get a head coaching job. What are we gonna do? Like, come back to me, bro. Show me something, man. Show me something, because, boy, has it sour. I know you injuries and all that. I get it, but man, I gotta see something.
Even, and I know that they're not a good team. Even like Brian Dable got Tracy, the running back, cooking what they beat up off. Like he breaking out long run. Like can we get something? Can we get something? Something. Anyway, prediction, because my AirPod's about to die soon. Do the Saints win? Yes or no? And then if they, you don't have to give me a score. Do they win? Do they beat the Panthers?
They win. They beat the Panthers, man. Like, the Saints gonna win.
Yes, I also feel that the Saints will win as well. I don't want to give a score, but I feel like they will win. XX Rico, the GOAT, says if they run it back, I think the stands will look empty. Best believe they fucking will.
Yeah.
Best believe in will. I used TC 499 super chat. Appreciate you. I used to live in Arizona. Kingsbury is not a head coach and is a big enabler of Kyler's goofing. That's not what I heard, but I've heard something kind of similar. I don't think Cliff is head coach material. I do think, however, he's one of the best evaluators of young modern quarterbacks, which isn't a crazy skill to have. Skill to have. Now,
worth money by itself.
By itself, bro. Like if I was running a sports team, I'm calling Cliff and I'm saying, listen, I know you the calling the plays in Washington. What do you want to come here? And your job every year is you give me a scouting report on the quarterbacks coming out of this draft, and if you were the head coach or the OC, what you would do to help them be successful. That's worth that position is worth itself in goal.
No question.
Forward thinking shit, but I don't know. We just living in the dark ages, it seems, right now. But don't watch these Saints alone. Please become a Patreon. Please become a YouTube member. Jump in the Zoom with us on Sunday. We'll be in there watching the Panthers game, regardless of how it goes, laughing, drinking, having fun. Just don't watch these guys by yourself.
Please.
Wesley says, yeah, the Cardinals quietly having a nice little season. Jonathan Gannon's out here coaching, bro.
He is, man. He is.
Anyhow, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. We got 56 concurrent viewers on right now on a random random Wednesday night. 35 views. We got 6 of 10 super chats, 4 away from our goal. I feel like on the recap pod, we'll set the goal for maybe 15 and see if we can get 15 super chats on the recap pod. We will be back next week. Next week is the meetup. It is the meetup. Falcons SVP meetup. Saints Falcons SVP meetup. We will be in New Orleans next week. I'm getting there on Thursday. Ryan's getting there on Friday night. We are going to be painting the town whatever fucking color we want. It's just going to be an amazing time and great vibes. Can't wait. We will be back next week. We'll be back on Sunday for the Panthers game and be back next week for the Falcons preview pod. With that, we are out.
Peace.